Hi, I'm Angela from empoweredcrystals.com, and today I'm just going to be talking to you about crystals and how to start with them. So basically crystals for beginners, and also I'm going to be talking a little bit about myself and how I got into crystals. Before I start, if you are watching me on YouTube, please do press the like and subscribe button. I'm really new, so trying to build up followers. Be really grateful. If you're watching me on IGTV, please do pop over to my Instagram account at Empowered Crystals and give me a follow and a like. Be very grateful. Thank you very much. So, crystals for beginners. The first thing I want to talk about is how I got into crystals, and also a little bit about my background, some stuff you don't know about me probably. I'm a biochemist. I've worked in a hospital for over 15 years. I left my job a few years ago to do this business full time. There's a few other factors, but we won't go into those now. And I personally found crystals to be really helpful. I could feel the energy of them. When I used them, I found that I got results. I would never sell something that I didn't believe in and I didn't use. And I use crystals all the time. So I actually worked in an oncology unit at my last placing in a hospital, and we were doing work with very ill patients, and they actually employed a full-time alternative therapist because they found people healed better and they were happier and they had less side effects when they were being treated with an alternative therapist. So it really is something that conventional medicine is now starting to consider. And I'm a great believer in conventional medicine, but I'm also a great believer in alternative medicine, and I believe the two should work together and treat the body as a whole and the mind as a whole. I don't think if you're really depressed and anxious, you're going to your recovery time is going to be at its best. I think if you're relaxed and you feel as though somebody's listening to you and treating your whole body, then I feel as though it's going to be a much better and easier journey for every patient. Obviously, some people don't believe in it, and hopefully you won't be watching this video. Other people do believe in it and they don't have access to it at the hospital. Lots of NHS hospitals, obviously they don't have the funding for it. A lot of private hospitals do, and they do add it on into the whole experience. But I do think that it's worth pursuing both areas rather than just going down one line. I would never recommend going down just an alternative route or just a conventional route. I think both work very well together and for the best, to be honest. So if you're deciding you want to start with crystals and you're a complete novice, the first thing that I would say to do is to go and actually see the crystals. So if you've got a local shop, that is the best thing to do. Then second best is you can just go and buy loads of crystals on the internet. They sell them on eBay really cheaply, just these little tumble stones. They're not going to be the best quality or the best energy, but you can work with them and then you can start to get a real feel. If you get more serious, I would strongly recommend buying from healers, especially Reiki jewellery. I mean, obviously that's what I sell. But I sell it because I get the best effects out of it. It's not because I'm not saying this because I'm selling it. I sell it because I found it has the best benefits. So that's the way I would personally recommend. Basically, if you've got crystals, I wouldn't just sit them in the corner of the room and leave them. You need to work with them. So for instance, you can have a little piece of selenite. They're really cleansing and they'll cleanse all your other crystals, so I recommend that for anyone. And selenite jewellery to cleanse yourself. The best way to wear crystals and to use crystals, to have them within your aura. So if you've got a tumble stone, don't just leave it in the corner of the room, but wear it on your body, and then you'll get the full benefits on it. It needs to be in the aura. The way I explain it is everything vibrates, everything's got a 3D structure. If you're wearing something within your aura, it's going to start resonating at its own frequency next to you and within your aura, and so it will start changing your frequency. If you've got it in the corner of the room, it's going to have a much less effect on you. Meditating with crystals is a great way of working. So what you would do, you would hold it in your hands and you can just stare at it and imagine entering the crystal in your head and really feeling the energies. Or you can imagine opening up your heart and accepting its energies into yourself. The heart's a very open place. It's the best place for accepting energies and getting energies into your body. The other place is the crown. So you can imagine this here opening, and it's something like a quartz. That's very good for the crown chakra, and you can actually imagine its energy entering and hold it above your head like that. You can also use it as a wand, so if you want to start cutting cords or things like that, you can slowly put it around your head and the rest of your body if you want to cut off anybody's negative energy. I would recommend, if you're looking at your first crystal, getting something like quartz, because it's clear, it's got no colour. It's very good for programming for anything. So you can sit there in your hands thinking with intent on what you would actually want it to do. So do you want it to heal? Do you want it to make you happier, bring happiness into your life? Sit there and imagine the ways that it might be able to help you, and also you can sit there and imagine the outcomes. That's very powerful. Generally, if you're working with crystals, you need to sit with them, maybe sleep with them even, put them under your pillow, see if you get any special dreams. That's another area that's a good way to work with crystals. And if you do buy crystals, try to buy some crystal jewellery so that you'll be wearing it all the time. So I wear my little quartz. Quartz is one of my favourites, the raw quartz points. So because you can program it for anything, it's really is a good master stone to start working with. Another thing is you need to work on protection while you're working with crystals, because you'll be opening up yourself to energies. You need to be thinking about protection. So something like a little amethyst stone or amethyst jewellery. I wear lapis. I find these types of bracelets, the little cuff bracelets, are the easiest to wear. If you've got disability or movability problems with your hands, these don't need any clasp. You just pop them on and then you squeeze them on. So it's great for people who have mobility problems with their fingers. And I sell a lot of these to my disabled customers. Quite a lot have arthritis. I also find rings are very good because they're on your hands. You can move them about to help certain parts of your body, so that's why I do love rings. And I always sell adjustable rings. Again, I have a lot of disabled customers with rheumatoid arthritis or plain arthritis, and their hands swell up, and so the adjustable rings are great for that, because you can put them over your swollen knuckles and then squeeze them around to tighten behind the knuckles. And if you're having a bad day, you can just widen them, so they're very good for that. So that's a few ideas on working with crystals, and a little bit about my background as well and how I got into crystals. I strongly believe that crystals do really help people. I personally feel my energy change when I put certain crystals on. If I put a tourmaline on, I suddenly just breathe a sigh of relief when I have it on. And I also think that working with crystals can help you relax. And if you don't believe in these types of things, just working with crystals and sitting and looking at crystal, it can just be a focal point. It just be like something that you look at and you can focus on to help you relax, because relaxation is proven to help everyone. There's actually a line of science called neurobiology, which is proving that our immune system is strengthened when we're relaxed, and when we're stressed we don't heal so well. So we're actually proving it in science now. So it's really something we should all be looking at and not ignore our bodies. And this is one way of doing it. Another way is meditation, and there's lots of other different ways that you could go. But personally, I think crystals are a great way to concentrate on trying to nurture your body a bit more. So that's a few ideas for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please do subscribe and like if you're on YouTube, and let me know if you liked it in the comments down below. If you're watching me on IGTV, please pop over to my Instagram account and give me a follow and a like, and that would be very grateful. That would be good. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.